Hello everyone, welcome to Live at Lunch number 15. That's crazy, number 15. This young man is ready to eat, so let's see what we got for him today. It's, prepare yourself, pear, zucchini, and corn. He likes it, so I think so. I think we've tried this before. We'll see what happens. Well, I hope that you're doing great, and I hope that you are actually eating and not like me, where I have to feed someone, but it is all good, no matter what. And Andy's doing great. He just turned 10 months yesterday, which is crazy. So I'm excited to see him turn 1 in just a few months. It's pretty crazy. So time has flown by, and I hope that you've had a good summer so far if you're in the States, and I know if you're in another country, you might have colder weather or you might have warmer weather, who knows, but it's summer over here where I live, so that's why I'm wearing a Hawaiian shirt. And we're eating pear, zucchini, and corn. Go figure. So I wanted to share something with you that I've been doing, at least recently, and I can show it to you very quickly. It's behind Andy. I don't know if you saw that. Right here, there's a baby gate behind him, and there actually used to be a door where the previous homeowner had just taken it off for easier access to the basement. So my wife and I had decided, well, the baby gate is kind of ridiculous. We have to step over it, or we have to, unlatch it and, just reset it every time we have to get upstairs or downstairs. So we decided to put the door back. The door was stored in the loft of my garage. I had to clean it off, hose it off. There's a lot of stuff on it. There was spider webs, there was dust bunnies, everything you could imagine that would be on a door stored in a loft for God only knows how long. So I hosed it down, used a solution called Simple Green. You might have heard of it. Not that I'm doing a product placement here, I'm just saying it's what I use. You can use other cleaners also, but I sprayed it with a spray bottle, hosed it down again, wiped it off with some paper towels, and had to do it again at least 2 or 3 other times to get all the dirt off, so that was crazy. The door, let's see if I have it right here, it's somewhere, there it is. Had these hinges on it, and check it out, it's really retro looking. There's paint on it. It's not from me, it's from the previous homeowner. But it's a really nice hinge, it's still fine. The only problem is it's missing the other half of the hinge. And the screws that came with it, they weren't matching up. It just didn't look kosher. So I went out and bought a brand new set of hinges. Looks like that, pretty nice. Sorry, Andy, I know I'm forgetting to feed you. But anyway, I had to replace those. That wasn't a big deal to me. Those were $7 at my local hardware store. I hope that you can shop local wherever you live, and don't go to a big box store if you can avoid it. But that's just the nature of the beast. So these brass hinges weren't very expensive. They came with screws. The only problem is I have to chisel out some of the wood in the recess of the frame. So if you've ever done this before, make sure that you measure correctly. And even if you buy a set of hinges or even like a door latch that, it's supposed to line up, it measures 3.5 inches and the gap is 3.5 inches, it might be off just by a little bit. And it may be because the paint, when they repainted the frame, accumulated over it. So you just want to make sure that you chisel that out or use a razor to reset that size. So that's what I'm gonna have to do once he does his second nap. So this is what happens. Anyway, so we're still eating our pear zucchini corn mush. It's yummy though, yeah, it's yummy, it's very yummy. Anyway, the reason why this is titled about the door is not because of the hinges, even though they look great. It's the fact that I was reminded of this verse from Proverbs, and I don't know if you are also reminded of this, but here it is. It's Proverbs 4:23, and it says, "Guard your heart, for it is the wellspring of life." Let me say that again. Proverbs 4:23 is guard your heart, for it is the wellspring of life. Okay, so what does that have to do with my door? Well, the door reminded me of that scripture, and I was thinking, okay, well, we have to guard the basement, not because Andy is, a tiny terror and he just wants to, get into things. He does do that, but not all the time. We want to keep him safe, right? So that's why we want to put up the door. We also don't want to deal with the baby gate. He's starting to climb up on the gate, and you can peek his head just a little bit over it. And before you know it, I know he's going to be able to heave his body over the top of the gate. So we don't want to deal with that. That's the reason we're putting the door in. It's not because of him getting into things. It's we want to keep him safe, right? So think about that in your own life. Think about what are you doing, with securing your mind, securing your thoughts, securing your heart, of guarding against things that you should not be seeing, should not be involved with. So think about that. And usually when preachers talk about this, it's like, you gotta turn off the TV, you gotta turn off the computer, or don't listen to that, don't watch that kind of thing. I'm gonna go as far as to say as your affiliations. So think about who you're affiliated with, right? And I appreciate you watching, by the way. Thanks for welcoming to Live at Lunch number 15, guys. 15. It's insane. My child is eating his bib. So think about what you're guarding against. Not just movies, not just TV, not just internet, not just your phone stuff. Think about what you are doing in regards to your relationships. Who are you hanging out with, right? It's easy for me to say this because I'm an introvert. I don't really hang out with people. I don't go out of my way to. I try to, if there's an event, I'll go to the event, but it's really bad. I need to work on that. And you're smiling. I got to work on, being more available, a little bit more social. That's just my problem. Maybe it's not your problem. But I'm just trying to get you to think about, when people say that scripture, guard your heart, for it's the wellspring of life. Don't jump to TV, don't jump to, your phone and stuff like that. Those are things you still need to look at, but look at your relationships. If you're hanging out with people that are involved with bad stuff, that are bringing you down, bringing in negativity, even if they're believers, think about this, even if they're believers, and now I'm talking to the church, not just unbelievers here. If there are people that are believers, but all they talk about is negativity, that's not healthy. You shouldn't be around that. And that, just installing a door, this is what I think about when I'm working on stuff. Look, now he's laughing. And by the way, he has 2 teeth coming in. Can you open up? I don't know if you can see that, but he has 2 top teeth coming in. There's a little gap in between the top teeth. So cute. So, yeah. Something to think about, right? Guarding your heart, for it's the wellspring of life. Yeah. And it's not because you don't want to experience what other people are experiencing. I think it's good to be a well-rounded person. That does not mean that you have to get involved in sin and expose yourself constantly to sin or constantly to negativity, especially if you're around believers. Fellow believers have this problem where they have the gift of complaining. You know what I'm talking about? The gift of complaining? If you are around those people that have that special little gift, you need to remove yourself from that group, okay? Remove yourself from those complainers and be the better man, be the better woman, and stop doing that. Really need to. So that was just what was on my mind. And we're hitting the 10-minute mark, so thanks for sticking around, by the way. I really appreciate it. We are halfway done with pear, zucchini, and corn. Hello, welcome. Yeah, we still got lots of time. We got pear, zucchini, corn halfway through, people. Thank you. Thank you. So I want to talk about something that's hitting my hometown, and that is the Cleveland Indians changing their name to the Guardians. Ooh, a hot topic. And now we have the most people watching now. I know I'm going to get some thumbs down. Who knows? Google might demonetize the video, but I got to talk about it because it's important. So Cleveland Indians, if you don't know, changed their name to the Guardians because white people are racist. And no, I'm just kidding. I don't really know exactly. No, I do know, actually. I do know. Yeah. And the reason why is there's a small vocal minority in the front office that basically raised heck about the name, the Indians. And yeah, it's laughable, I know. And the problem is they had said, well, the Indians' name is racist, right? The Guardians, and why, by the way, Cleveland chose Guardians is there was 2 statues that are on a big highway right outside of Cleveland. They're called the Guardians to the city. Yeah. And it actually is pretty cool. I don't mind the name. The name itself is fine. But the change is bad. The reason for the change is bad. I don't mind Guardians. Guardians is cool. He likes it. You know, but I'm not going to support something based on the change. So here's why, right? It is on the assumption that all the people from, you know, the fan base are racist because of just the name Indians. And if you look at some of the logo and stuff like that, like Chief Wahoo, they had eliminated Chief Wahoo a few years ago, now several years. And I don't mind that, that's fine, but I'm actually a little bit more, well, actually, let's break it down, okay? I have a little bit of Native American blood, all right? I don't know if it's as much as Elizabeth Warren has, okay? He's laughing. But, you know, I have a little bit of that in my heritage. Every time I went to a baseball game at the Indian, you know, for watching the Indians play Kansas City, watching them play Detroit Tigers, Texas Rangers, you know, I watched them play tons of teams. Thank you, by the way. I've never thought of me being racist. Oh, nice. I see someone from Texas. Thank you very much. So, you know, I've never thought of me being racist, and that's the problem, right? I'm not racist. 99% of the fans, and this goes for all of MLB, are not racist. They're not. So that's where I don't like the decision of why, you know, and you know, changing the name and stuff. I'm not a sports fanatic. My brother's the sports guy. If you wanted to talk to my brother about that, you know, you could. But that's just, it's not really my forte. But I had to talk about it because I live in Cleveland. And every person in Cleveland is just kind of rolling their eyes like, okay, you know, it's just something we gotta do now because everybody is being woke, you know. So that's just, it's just sad. It's a very sad state of affairs where we have to cater to a vocal minority, you know, in the name of wokeness, and bow our knee to a certain party, which I will remain nameless, but I'm thinking because you are smart and you're watching me, you know who I'm talking about. It's just very sad that we have to do that. And I just lost 2 viewers for that. Thank you. So, hey, you know what? It is what it is. I have to speak truth, right? I start with scripture. You got to speak truth. If you're not living in truth, I don't know what you're doing. We're almost done with pear, zucchini, corn. Oh, man. So thank you again for watching. I think I'm going to end with this. If you're watching me and you're a subscriber, he's trying to look at the phone and eat at the same time. It's so funny. If you're watching me and you've subscribed, I want you to know I really appreciate you. Shout out to Truth Guitar Method. You are awesome. You've been subscribed to me for a while. Mrs. Merkel, you are a co-worker, so thank you. I appreciate it for you guys sticking around. But I want to talk about if you are watching my videos diligently, what am I doing correctly? Because I'm just around 2,300 subscribers, which is great. That is not on my own doing. That's definitely the Lord working through me. Just a tool in the toolbox, man. That's seriously all I do. I'm not famous. I'm not doing this for money. If I did, I definitely would have stopped because I'm not getting a ton of money through the monetization process. If you've monetized your content on YouTube through Google AdSense, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But I'm thankful for that. It's just, you can't live off of it, right? So my question to you, if you are a subscriber, is what can I be doing better? So I've been putting out lots of guitar tutorials recently, and I've put out a few 12-string videos in the past few weeks. Sorry, bub. So what do you appreciate? And that's kind of how I'll end with this. What do you guys look forward to? Are you looking forward to the tutorials more, the covers, the 12-string content? I don't think you're looking forward to Live at Lunch because I talk about some really heavy hitting stuff. But what are you looking for, right? And if you are watching my tutorials, okay, if you're watching my tutorials, what makes me the person to watch? Why me, right? Why are you watching me when there's tons of other people? Oh, thank you. You know, why there's a ton of other people on YouTube that do just as good and, trust me, if not better than me. So I would be open to a collaboration, absolutely. If you're open to it, hitting the bell. Awesome, yeah, I would totally be open to it. The problem I have with collabs is time. And you know, I point to Andy. I'm not using Andy as an excuse, but you know, he comes first, right? And that's why I'm kind of slowing down with my content, at least for now. So you know, if you want to do a collab, that's great. But there's another factor in that, and that is, unfortunately, school is starting up again, and that's my main source of income. I work at school, so you know, YouTube is just kind of a secondary thing. I also teach private lessons. If you are a guitar player or any musician out there, you know what I'm talking about. You got to teach lessons, and if you're not, start doing it. It's great. Yes, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So, like I said, I'll end with this. What am I doing correctly? What could I be doing better? And hey, congratulations, by the way, Truth Guitar Method. So yeah, what can I be doing better? And I know I'm getting so distracted with like so many different things, but what are you looking forward to too? Am I doing too many Maverick City elevation stuff? Too much Phil Wickham? Would you want to see a tutorial on somebody that may not be as well known in contemporary Christian music? That's where I feel like I'm getting a ton of views, but I need to kind of ask you guys like, hey, what can I be doing better? So I've thought about this a lot, and now I'm asking you. So maybe leave a comment below, and I'm going to sign off in just a few seconds because he's almost done. Yeah, well, yeah, he's getting antsy too. You know, just let me know. Leave a comment, even when the video signs off. You can still comment. But what am I doing right? What can I be doing better? What are you looking forward to? What are you watching from other people that you're like, wow, I wish he was doing that too? You know, yeah. So thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. If you don't mind, I know there's several people watching right now. Hit that like button, please. It helps the algorithm. And not that we're all about analytics, but it really helps other people find this content too. So hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And I just want to say thank you so much for your support. God bless you guys as the week goes on. We're into the weekend. Yeah, and I got to get him cleaned up. So love you guys. Take care. God bless. Bye. There we go.